Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who had felt like they were really over a past situation, or they were making the moves they needed to in order to let go of this desire for someone. And for some reason, they feel like they're not supposed to be together. You draw me in, I can't really forget you, but I know I have to. So they're kind of struggling because there are two parts to them, right? I want to be with you, but I know I can't be with you. So I feel like with the sold card, we have somebody that is probably changed either their work environment or their living situation. And they felt like that change of scenery would help in terms of letting go of this love interest, but they're finding out that that's not true. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of moonshine sun. I hope you're having a good day. Hello again, Key Controller. Hello again, Rachel. How's it going? So I actually had about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes of a reading that buffered. So I've already got 4 cards pulled from the Tattoo Tarot to support the idea that we've got somebody that is kind of struggling, right? To let go of this past person, even though they know if they go back, it's going to be problematic. Oh, I don't think I told you if you want a personal reading, wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. Would love to do one for you. In the description box below, you can find that email address as well as a link to my memberships. $3.99 is the first level of tiers, and there's 3. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Yeah, no, I just deleted the first part because it was like 4 cards that I pulled. So that's pretty easy to just cover again. But this is somebody who has maybe struggled to understand how the two of you could actually be together. But when they thought they were over you, when they thought, or this could be somebody they might not be thinking about you, but I feel like they're thinking about you. They feel like they can't help it. They still want more. This girl is excited to smell that flower without really realizing or maybe even accepting that there's a risk that, there could be a snake bite there. I know there could be problems. I know it doesn't always end well, but I can't help myself. I really want to see you again. This could be a physical connection, but I do feel like there is some element here of daydreaming about a life with you. What would it be like if we actually gave it a try? But at the same time, some frustration or disappointment. I thought I could get over this person, but again, I'm feeling obsessed. I'm feeling like I really need to reach out or find a way to see this person. It's not over yet. So they feel like they've kind of failed at moving on. Hello, Renee. How are you doing? Hello, Robert. How's your day? I feel like it's also worth mentioning that I had a candle reach the end of its wick, and that was literally in between the first part of getting the reading going and then hitting go live. So I had to start a new candle. So this is somebody who, it's like, I thought the love was extinguished, if you will, or I thought that that connection was something I had put to rest, but now I find myself wanting to find another opportunity. Empress in the reverse. 3 of Swords. I acknowledge that part of the reason this didn't work out was because I was struggling with the emotional connection. This is somebody who knows how to connect in terms of surface pleasures, okay? But when it comes to talking about emotions or processing how you feel, determining what you want in terms of the next 5 years, this person gets a little bit hazy on that. That's not something that they're used to. This is like people who've only ever seen 30-minute long sitcom shows finding out that they make 3-hour long movies. Like, what? I don't know if I can handle that. When do I eat? Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. King of Swords in the reverse. 6 of Cups, King of Cups. Oh, there's something about you, though. You made life seem much more exciting than it was before. You took somebody who was a bit of a grump. I'm not going to lie. They're coming through as angry. I don't like how people work. I don't like how people talk to me. I don't really let anybody close to me. Maybe I'm smarter than everybody. King of Swords in the reverse is not an easy person to get along with. And then you come along. What are you, just like sparkles and daisies and sunshine? Rainbows and lollipops. I don't know, man. You brought something out in this person they didn't know they had. You were genuine. That's probably the easiest way to describe it. They have maybe only ever dealt with people who are transactional. What's in it for me? Okay, then I'll do something for you. But to just be generous for the sake of generous, I don't know if they've really seen that before. I don't know how well you can see the facial expressions on the two children's faces. Hello, Tori. How are you doing? But the little boy by my finger here, his expression is like, like, I'm going to play a trick on you. Or I know I can't trust you. And then we move to the King of Cups. This is somebody realizing, I assumed you were like all of the rest, but your actions taught me that you were not. Again, I struggle to, deal with emotions, Empress in the reverse, but somehow I feel them for you. Hello, Laura. How are you doing? World in the reverse. And those emotions that they had not felt, at least not to that degree for anyone else, it's like, I don't want to call it that. They're telling me it's like a rash that won't go away. That's how they view it. It's like, I didn't want to fall in love. I didn't want to catch feelings. I didn't want to become like obsessed with anybody or dependent on anybody. I just want to like focus on me. They can't focus on themselves anymore. So it's a little bit bothersome, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. They thought they would be able to figure out how to forget you or how to tuck that away. And the world is in the reverse. I can't forget you. I feel like I lost you. I feel like my life is not as fun or not as enjoyable, or I can't smile the way I used to because you're not here. You can't miss something until you meet it or get to know it, or, you never had Swiss cheese before. You can't miss the taste of Swiss cheese, right? Like there's this, now that I know what it's like to actually be loved by you or actually be like, looked at like that, I don't know how to accept anything else. I can't stop thinking about that. So you treated them differently than everybody else. Everybody else. This is the Love Oracle. Curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. This person does have an issue in terms of expecting negative things. As I mentioned with the Six of Cups, it's like, I just expect you to, betray me or disappoint me at some point. So I'm not going to like take you seriously. Now they're going to let you know, I never expected anyone to treat me the way that you treated me. I didn't think anybody out there like existed like you. So we have the Divine Masculine. This is somebody who has struggled to understand the feminine within themselves. That does not mean that they are a man. We all have masculine and feminine within us. But this is somebody who feels more comfortable being angry than hurt. And this is somebody who had previously been rather non-committal, but what they want is you. They do want something serious. And they struggle because some days they feel this is love, and other days they feel like they're just obsessed with you. It's not like real. But I think that's the fear talking to them. They're more comfortable with the physical element. So we have the lusting card. They definitely think about you in terms of the, the sexy time. Forbidden. They feel like they can't be with you. This is the Egyptian Tarot. That answers my follow-up question. Is that Archer? We've got the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Swords. They're lonely. I don't want it to be over. I think about you all the time. I thought that I wanted to be on my own, or I thought that, you know, being in a relationship was weakness. But the truth is, I can't stop loving you. And even if I don't interact with you, I feel like I still like dream about it. They want to communicate. I do think I put this under the no contact playlist, but they're concerned. They're like, see how the Page of Wands has its back, or his back to the Queen of Swords. This is you, regardless of your gender, because we don't care about gender in tarot. That's just energy that I'm reading. But this is you, like, I have boundaries and I'm not talking to you. I'm focused elsewhere. See how she's like patting, I don't know, like a chair next to her or something. It's like, no, I'm dealing with other people, or I'm talking to other people, or I'm, you know, hanging out with my friends. And this person's like, I have to get your attention somehow, because what I really want is to be with you. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Wands. They're nervous that you're potentially going to get into a relationship with somebody else, somebody who sees what they see in you. Queen of Cups. So we've gotten 3 of the 4 queens, and we have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying the Ten of Swords. This is their energy. Are you kidding me? You took somebody's energy from a King of Swords in the reverse to a Queen of Cups? That's what you did. I gotta say, like, this is basically somebody who hates people. And they're like, will you please be mine forever? You make me feel safe. You make me feel seen. You are totally different from anybody else this person has met. So now they're like soft and cuddly. Now they're actually interested in something. Temperance, 7 of Cups. They've been working on healing and stability, self-love, making sure that they deal with the issues that have made them uncomfortable being themselves around someone. With the 7 of Cups, they used to hide behind a mask. They used to create some character they thought everybody wanted them to be. I feel like you saw through that. You saw the like emotional part of them. You saw the child like energy within them. You saw that they were playful, even though they might have wanted to have this exterior of like kind of difficult, right? Hey, Nathaniel. Hello, Aqua Beauty. How you doing? You got through this person when nobody else could. 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I didn't want you to see who I was. I didn't think you would love me for who I am, but you saw right through my illusion or my mask. You loved me for who I am. You were kind, generous, and honest with me, and I couldn't help it. I fell in love. No one's ever treated me that way. But I don't know what to do. I'm a novice. Page of Pentacles. It's like, I got to talk to somebody who's got more experience in this, because I have no idea how to handle somebody that I'm like totally in love with. What do I do? Help. This is the truth is. Hey, Jim, how are you doing? Ah, yes. Happy Father's Day. Big shout out to all of the people who work together to make sure a kid has a happy childhood. And the people who step up to be like, step parent. So we've got, I'm single, enjoying the single life. I don't want to be in a relationship. I stick to myself. Oh, twin flame and the future. So basically, this is a non-committal energy due to some unhealed trauma, perhaps fear of rejection. But you got through to this person. You were meant to get through to this person. Twin flame journeys can be maybe a little bit over discussed on YouTube. Maybe there are a couple people out there that like to capitalize off of certain things. So I just always like to make clear my personal belief is the twin flame journey is all about you connecting with somebody. Generally, it's over multiple chapters that shows you what you need to work on within yourself and helps teach you what your self-worth is. It's like a step ladder that you find in the middle of a dark night when you're locked out of your house, and it enables you to level up. But you have to look at it as a tool for you to love yourself, not as this is the only person I can be with. That being said, this person is kind of feeling like you are the only person they could see themselves being with. That could indicate there's a little bit more healing to do, right? But they're essentially saying, I felt like I didn't want to be with anybody. And now it's more like if I were to be with anybody, it would be you because you made me feel different than anybody else. You made me feel happy. This is the energy oracle. What else do we have? I like that, Rachel. What else do we have? The thinking man and healer of the ages. The thing is, this person is capable of great love, but they had been like frozen. Oh God, what was that? Oh, it's just like, there's this song from maybe early 2000s, and I can't quite get it. Icebox? Oh, who is the singer? This is going to drive me crazy. I will try to, let me just write this down. Icebox for a heart type style thing. I'm going to figure this out. If anyone knows, maybe it was Mario? Ooh, Omarion. See? Yes, Icebox where the heart used to be. Rachel, I adore you. Yes. Hello, Tiana. Hello, Farah. How are we doing? Hello, Lisa. We've got, yes, that's totally the song. We've got somebody who felt like they really didn't have a purpose, a use for that heart. They could be strategic. They could be cold. They could focus on what they needed to if they kept things surface level or avoided things getting emotional. But the thing is, that's not their purpose here. They are supposed to be a healer, and you can't heal if you got no emotions. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Like, I have had not great experiences in like doctors' offices if they lack empathy. So that would be my main argument, right? If somebody has that compassion, that empathy, that ability, I mean, I have to imagine that's why most people pursue that line of work, right? This is somebody who shut that off. That part of them was just like dead to them. You came along and you just like awoke them. I think that's the right, awakened them. Meh. If I told y'all I couldn't remember the name of the song, you think I could sing it? No. Hello, Chaos. How are you doing? I guess I don't know who that is. But also, I do tend to stay away from like naming celebrities or things like that. Just, trying not to get sued and whatnot. What I'm trying to tell you is this is a very powerful, magical person who had turned off the spigot or like the ability to actually use those skills because their heart was an icebox, right? I'm just going to give you a little bit of a break for a moment to think about that because that's not what we're talking about right now. You are so welcome here, but no. All right, this is the Noisy Tarot. Let's see what we've got. Queen of Wands in the reverse, Death in the reverse, Knight of Swords in the reverse. They've never really felt like they understood why you treated them this way. Why do you love me? What did you see in me? I mean, they feel like they didn't really offer much. Sure, they had this bravado or this like mask they were wearing, or they were funny or popular, attractive, but they don't understand why. They don't feel like they deserve you, really. Knight of Swords in the reverse, they did something impulsively because they expected you to leave. It's like, well, I guess I'll leave you before you have a chance to leave me because I already know you're not going to feel like it's, good enough for you. Not at all, Tia. So we've got the Star. Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. You help this person heal. You help this person identify what they need to work on. And I do feel like they keep coming back or they keep feeling drawn to your energy because it does heal them. But it also shows them more each time that they're capable of that healing. Each time this person encounters you or feels that love from you, they remember what it is to show that to other people, or they know what it is to feel that. And it brings out what they're supposed to be able to do with their life. Their calling is to be a healer. They just are struggling a little bit because with the Seven of Cups, they don't know how this is supposed to go. They don't know what could potentially happen. And they still feel like you're not interested, or you've got them blocked, or you're pretty convinced that they're not able to be in a committed relationship. I feel like at some point you basically laid it out as, if you can't show me that you're serious, or if you're not interested in something where you can actually like emotionally connect to somebody, then adios, like go find somebody else. Because I'm looking for somebody who like, is there, reliable, someone who doesn't just like run away. So you let them know you wanted more of that earth energy, right? But the Chariot is in the reverse. They felt like they couldn't offer what it was that you told them you were looking for. So I guess I need to just like walk away. Six of Wands. Now they're feeling more confident. Now they want to make an offer. Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. Are you serious? That's really beautiful energy. I've worked on myself. I have decided I needed to prioritize my healing. I took some time to think about things. I can't get over you. And if I'm feeling like I'm in a better place now, maybe I need to actually like communicate with you and see if we can make it work, right? Two of Cups is the connection they don't feel like they would have with anybody else. But it's coming from like a better place now because they have better confidence. They have less fear of rejection, or they feel more understanding in terms of what this connection is between the two of you. This is What's the News. Yes, exactly. I cheer that on all day. I'm here for it. We have receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed, chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. You called this person out on something that they needed to work on. You were not trying to be quick about it, secretive about it. I think you laid it out. Here's what I need. If you can't do that, then this isn't going to work. You may have called this person out on behavior problems. You may have called them out on being too close to somebody that's a bad influence in their family or a close friend. You may have even said, hey, I know you did this, or I know you did that. Someone may have catfished you. Someone may have been calling and hanging up. There's an attempt here to connect, but it's a little bit hesitant. And I feel like you called this person out on that. You may have also advised them that until they figure out how to do the emotional connection, you're not interested in the physical connection. They feel like there is a strong boundary that they would not be able to scale this wall because you are determined. Queen of Swords. You came out as the Queen of Swords twice. Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, dedicated partnership. They don't want anybody else. They only want you. And they didn't think that they would want a relationship with anyone. Their only understanding of love has been love bombing. So when you were genuine, they assumed that you were love bombing them. They also needed to take a little bit of time and realize what the difference is between that real love and that love bombing, because they don't want to do that, right? They don't want to be toxic in a connection with you. Their goal is to actually do right by you. They just had a little bit of learning to do because that's not something that they've had a lot of experience with. This is the Kipper. We have adjudication, thief. Oh no, did that disappear? Ooh, I don't know if I can get that one. I made a decision to walk away, and I feel like I shouldn't have made that decision because what I really want is to be with you. So they're concerned. They're worried that even though they've done what they could to try to move on, that maybe you really have moved on. We've got concern and house in the reverse. They don't know what's going on in terms of your current life. Are you seeing someone? Are you planning? See, there's another reference to a change of address. House in the reverse and change. To be honest, what I feel like is they've had change, right? They were hoping that would help them get over you. And they know you're about to go through a change that could actually help you be completely done with them. It's like, I'm worried you're going to do, or you're going to achieve what I was trying to achieve. They may have gotten a reading on you. They may have just had somebody who's very wise tell them this is how it usually goes. So do you want to go after this person or not? So they've got a little bit of a fire lit under their bum. They know they have to make a decision, and they know that it may not go the way that they want it to if they do return. This is the truth. I like it, Jim. What else? You let me down. I miss hearing your voice. I can't be with you. I can be myself with you. conflicted thoughts, right? I thought you would chase me, or I thought you would not move on. I thought you would still be obsessed with me. I really wish I could talk to you, but I know I can't be with you. Everyone would judge us, or you're, in a different state, different country. There's just this division, right? They felt like they couldn't deal with that, but they can't stop thinking about how no one really understands them the way that you do. I want you back. I don't know why this happened. They may not have a full understanding of the twin flame journey, or they may not know that perhaps that's what you two are experiencing, but they feel like it's like a roller coaster ride that makes you go back and forth because it's like rickety, right? Like, I just don't know what to expect with this situation. One day I feel like I've gotten over you, or things are done and I'm, a different person now. And then the next day I can't stop thinking about what I would give to just have another like 3 hours to see you, to hear your laugh, to go grab something to eat or go on an adventure. Do I still have a chance? I would do it all again. I miss being with you. I miss seeing you. I miss you is the main theme here, right? I miss hearing your voice. I miss being with you. I miss seeing you. I want you back. So very difficult for this person to stop thinking about you. And there are things in their environment right now that are motivating them to think about you even more. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.